My name is James Worsley. I'm the Deputy County Administrator with Chesterfield County, and I oversee everything regarding human services. So I'm the Deputy over the Human Services Division for the county. Human Services is one of the largest divisions in the county. We have close to almost 1,000 employees, making up 6 departments. One of the departments is Citizens Information Resources, also Community Correction Services, as well as Drug Court, Juvenile Justice Services, as well as Mental Health Support Services. And then you see the building behind me is our Department of Social Services. Well, let's kind of start with our Citizens Information Resources. This is the department that is going to spend a lot of time on being the front porch of the county. We're going to be providing services like helping those that are with aging and those that may have disabilities, providing them with resources in the community, as well as mobility services, access to transportation, for an example. Community Correction Services. This department is focusing on those individuals that may have been incarcerated in the past, and they're working with alternative programs like, say, drug court or probation and those type of things. Our drug court is specifically focusing on those individuals that have been in trouble with drugs and substance abuse problems in the past, and this allows them to have an alternative way to not necessarily go to jail. So they'll be working in the drug court program. Our Juvenile Justice Services is another department that I mentioned. This department, of course, we have the Juvenile Detention Center, where youth that have done things in the community that have gotten in trouble and they have to go here, has been assigned to go here based on the court's ruling. Also a part of this department is our Child Advocacy Center, and the Child Advocacy Center is a location where the folks there help children that may have been abused in the community. Mental Health Support Services is going to be helping individuals with their mental health, with developmental disabilities, as well as substance abuse disorders. And the focus here is also with children and adults as well. I mentioned social services earlier, which is the building behind me. Here we are looking at protecting the well-being of children, senior citizens or older adults, and people with disabilities. There's a lot of focus here with our emergency services that we provide, maybe financial assistance, and we're also working with partnerships and employment services as well to help folks that are in need. So those are the 6 departments I believe I've mentioned. The Human Services Division is really the gateway, I would say, to resources in the county. The work we do is vital and it's essential in order to provide such services to folks in our community, whether we're talking about youth, older adults, or people with disabilities in our community. Without these services, individuals may not necessarily be able to, for example, reach their appointments. That's why mobile access is so important when it comes to transportation. Without Department of Social Services, people might not necessarily be able to receive the social workers and access to those individuals in order to receive services from state and other federal entities, as well as mental health. So these services are vital. We have people in the community that need to be able to speak to a therapist when you're talking about mental health. So these are, again, vital services to our community that really are the pulse of the community. One thing people should know is that here in Chesterfield County, and particularly in the Human Services Division, we have top-notch professionals. So the folks that you have working in this division are great professionals. I know a lot of people like to go in law enforcement, and so if that is an area of interest, particularly in the human services, we have opportunities where people become probation officers, where they work with individuals that may have gone to jail. They check up on those individuals. So being a probation officer may be something that you may not necessarily think would be in this division. Perhaps you enjoy working with people and you're a good listener. There are therapists that work in our division as well, or perhaps you might want to be a doctor or a psychologist. You have those individuals that work in our division. Perhaps you're a social worker. Social workers work in our division as well as counselors. And you may not recognize, I know you have great teachers where you are, but in our Juvenile Detention Center, we also have teachers that work there that are part of the county structure with the public schools as well. So if you enjoy working with youth, seniors, older adults, or people with disabilities, this may be the place for you.